for many years. We went through all that out of ignorance. We went through all that because we did not have our elders that can come to us, the younger ones, and say, open your eyes. This is what is going on that we think it is not right. We have people that will just tell us, go in front, we go in front. Come behind, we come behind. Go left, we go left. Go right, we go right. But I think it's high time we started talking to ourselves, putting in place our analysis, analyze, and then draw your conclusion. And if you have something that you think is important for your people to know, look, let me tell you guys something. Sometimes you feel like coming to tell people certain things is going to destroy this struggle. I want you people to understand. This struggle has come to this point. It's not my doing. It's not your doing. And I want to assure you all one thing. Nobody and just nothing can destroy this revolution. The level at which we've come, we can only get better. We've been through thick and thin. And I have not even seen that thing right now that is going to break us. Nothing. I have not seen it. So do not panic. No matter what happens, stay resolute and be focused to where this whole journey is taking you to. Nothing can break us. Nothing can destroy this revolution. So when someone has something to say, as long as it's not detriment to the revolution, allow that person to talk. Because we've been in darkness for many years, that is why we got ourselves in this situation. Because we were afraid to speak. We were afraid of the outcome when we speak. That is why we got ourselves for 56 years. We've been wallowing in darkness. We've been living in shadows and all that. So it is high time we started talking. If you cannot talk, allow those that can talk to talk. Do not shun people. Do not tell people, oh, all this does not help the struggle. It helps. It helps because there are people that they need to listen to other people for them to think. Not everybody was born that smart to think. Not everybody was born that smart to just... Sorry, I was having a little interruption. Someone was interrupting me. I don't know why now. I really don't know why now. Please, if you have anything to say, inbox me. I cannot talk to anyone right now. I'm sorry. So what I'm saying is, not everyone has the ability to look at things and just understand what is going on. Some people need to be sensitized from time to time. Some people need for you to analyze situation to them, and then they can reason and think. And are we going to shut down on certain people? We cannot shut them down. Rather, we have to encourage them. We have to enlighten them from time to time so they understand what is actually going on in the revolution, because we need everyone. We need everyone on deck. We need everyone in this revolution, please. Nobody is to be ignored. Even the oldest mama in the village that is an Ambazonian that supports our plight needs to be sensitized. No matter. Sometimes I don't even like using English. I wish I can use pidgin all through. Of course, I will try my best. I wish I feel really use pidgin. So that made the oldest mommy of village where you know go school feel understand waiting way at the talk. Now me, I can't meet today now because and then all along, we don't talk. There have been so much talking even before the 11th of February about reboot, about no reboot. And everyone told me because I did live and I did try for groom and Ambazonian where freedom of speech is allowed. Freedom of gathering is allowed. Freedom of expression is allowed. Freedom of bringing forward ideas, whatever you want to call it, that freedom is allowed in Ambazonia. I am building an Ambazonia that I will not condemn or slam people from the beginning without understanding them. And that is why I have been quiet in all this. I choose for be quiet because everybody be entitled to his opinion. If I decide today, say, I want to meet up with Sister Jacinta, Sister Benji, Della, or whoever, more meet up even with 10, for she don't talk about this struggle, how if we bring ideas for take this struggle, go forward. It is allowed. It is free. But the most important thing is our interior motive. Our motive for doing that. That is the most important thing. If our motives are not genuine, if they not be sincere, then I will not blame anyone that will slam on us for getting together with regards to the revolution. So this is it. When all this whatsoever be going on the media, I chose not to talk about it. My focus was on 11th February, how we are going to debunk that cursed day. And then I had to give them the chance to unite, to gather, to do whatever they want to do. Because even the president, our president, Cucu, will still give people a chance to gather and talk. And our acting IP is solely not against that. He gives people the opportunity to gather and talk. So I will not be an exception. I stayed quiet because I wanted them to do what they want to do so we can understand where they are coming from. Now, this is it. I not go reboot. I not be a part of the reboot. But from the videos I saw on the media that I watched, I did not hear say, I couldn't be more disappointed. I couldn't be more disappointed that this is why a group of people that call themselves fathers and mothers of this revolution will gather. I did not believe these were the reasons they gathered themselves. Come to think of it, I saw some people putting up posts like the Delas talking about building a stronger defense team. I was expecting that wow factor. I was expecting, wow, that stronger defense that has come together to defend the land of Ambazonia. But after reading their communique, I don't know if I'm making a mistake here. I only realized that a group of people have been slamming one diplomatic move, slamming diplomacy, condemning diplomacy, that diplomacy cannot take us to anywhere, to go and start another diplomatic move. What sense does it make? That was what I understood. When I watched the video, I saw a woman that is like me and every other woman, strong Amber woman in this revolution. I saw her came out, giving an account, giving accountability for, is it Scapa? They call her Harriet. I'm here to call names. I'm not nonsense person. I don't care about what you think. I have a right to my opinion. I have a right to say it the way I feel, and I want everyone to say it the way they feel. You went to the reboot because me, I'm also here to reboot the reboot. That is the reason I'm here. You went to a reboot and you were giving account of Scapac. Scapac, Scapac was created during the days of Skakuf. And from then, the governing council came, they have been using Scapac, and today the IG. The people that have been functioning in that Scapac are the same, some of the people are still in the IG. Everything Scapac concerns the IG. You went to the reboot conference. Now you are giving an account of Scapac to SCYL, to AGC, to Morix. These are people that have never donated. They don't know anything about Scapac. They have their own accounts. They have never accounted to anyone. What I expected from you as a strong woman, as a strong Amber woman that stands for truth and transparency, I expected you to round up your speech or whatsoever or accountability reports by saying that as I give an account here today, I expect you all, Pabo, Ayabacho of AGC, SCYA Akwanga, to also bring out your own accounts and account to the people. That was what I expected. You are giving accounts of a board. You are giving account of, you're giving account to people that do not even have any consent. They don't even want to know what is happening there. So what was the essence? Was the purpose of the reboot to go and account or to go and talk about the IG, governing council, the before governing council, or what? Was that what this reboot was all about? I saw another woman, Dr. Elizabeth, that could not stay. Let me tell you, the Bible says women are builders. Women are there to build a home. No matter how bad it goes, women are there to always unite the people. Speak out. Say it the way it is. Tell your brothers, tell your husband, say, na so ide not correct, na so ufidwa. You left the IG for no tangible reasons that are best known to you. Only for you to go join whosoever you want to join, and you were there in the reboot. I don't deny you. I don't stop you from going to the reboot. What you went there, okay, you gave your own educational whatsoever, and you made a statement by saying the IG will only do you waiting for them for take out what? Like seriously, Madam Liz. Is this what PhD people do? We will never get PhD, but I don't think so if we go that low. I expected you to unite and put every idea on deck. That was what I thought the Reboot conference was all about. To unite, bring all your ideas, analyze on, then select the good ones, and present it to the IG. Because people were saying that this reboot was all about forming another government, and others were against it. You, Della, you were so against it. I am expecting you to talk. I've not heard you talk about it. You're only commenting on that post. I expected you all to draw your analysis, draw whatever you want to draw, bring your ideas, then propose it to the government. If the government rejects it, let Ambazonians be the judge. Let Ambazonians be the judge to conclude on. No, you went there was to go and analyze the government. And that is why I am crying today in my heart. Because my president, Seseku, trusted the very wrong people. Mr. Tassan Wilfred trusted very wrong people. Today I am telling you all of you that went to that reboot, I am crying because Tassan thought you people were reasonable people. You used him. You lobbied him. You convinced him. You connived with him because the people loved him, thinking that when you use him, the people will believe in you people. But what I'm praying is this. I am praying so hard that wherever you are, Mr. Tassan, because I believe you are still alive, I want you to open your eyes and be watching and listening very carefully, listen keenly to the same people you trusted. The same people, Harriet from Muki, they call her, Alex Bianda and the rest, the same people you trusted. Is this the best they can offer to you right now that you need them to go and plan, sit and plan, conspire on how to throw away the same government you have been fighting to build? Seseku Ayoktabe, I believe wherever you are, you should be able to see these things that the same people you trusted, the same people you told me, Cucu, I am the president and I cannot shut down on people. Yes, sir, I respected you for that. But sometimes we need to shut down certain people for our lives to go to another height. It is sad. I am saddened in my spirit. All of you, I have not seen any of you go into the streets to protest, to carry out placards and say, where is Seseku? Mr. Bohabet, all of you, I have not seen you people. How many times have you been to the code? Ayabacho, are you too big to protest? How many times have you been to the code to protest about these people? After all, you never acknowledge them as leaders. But I was surprised. Just immediately after they got abducted, some of you will write on social media and say, release our leaders. Some of you, those ladies in America, Vivian Bangui, I remember you wrote a post and said, nobody will force an IG, a government on people. And nobody can be a leader. We are all leaders in this revolution. But you are the first to put on the media and say, release our leaders. Minute by minute, hashtag, release our leaders. What leaders are you talking about? The same leaders that are in jail and you people are rebooting or whatsoever, conspiring. Instead of you to say, because of my loyalty, because of my love for my brothers, because of my love for this only woman, Nalowabi, that has abandoned her kids. We do not even know their whereabouts. Let us unite with the IG. Let us fight for the release of these people. Let us unite and bring our strategies on table and work together and fight a common enemy. No. You think they arrested them today. Nobody knows who will be next. Because with what is happening right now, nobody knows who will be next. The best you can offer to them is to go and look, I am not here. I have never accused anyone and I will not accuse anyone. But your actions, even outsiders will think that you knew about what was about to happen and you are happy about what happened. Because sometimes there is something I talk about love. Love conquers all. You can be having a fight with your sister in the house. You can be having a quarrel with your sister in the house. You can disagree with your sister in the house. But once an enemy comes in to hurt your sister, once an enemy comes in to hurt your brother, you forget about that fight with your sister and fight that enemy big time. That is what I expected you all leaders to do right now. To unite and say the IG, please, maybe we must have gone wrong. The IG is not perfect either. We are not a perfect people. We are not. We are not. I am not saying we are perfect. But what I expected was for us all, you all leaders, to say, this is the time. Our brothers have been abducted. We do not know their whereabouts. We are in this revolution together. We are fighting a common enemy. Let us keep our differences behind us. No, you did not do that. All you were doing was to continue to conspire with your plans on how to come and say this or that against the IG and then put your own platform. You know what? Ambazonians have moved past that because it is late for you people. The world knows about one IG. The world knows about one president, His Excellency Siseku Ayoktabe Julius, and the world knows about one acting president, Mr. Sako, Dr. Sako Ikome, Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome. That is who the world knows. So whatever you do, brother, you are wasting your time. I have just realized that we are the reasons why this struggle has not gotten to anywhere it's supposed to be. We are not failures because we are not where we used to be. But you know what? I have seen hate. I have finally realized that some of us can take money and sell our own. I concluded after your so-called reboot. It's a shame. I read for Mickey, whether it's for Muki or Nawetio, and I even care to pronounce the name well. It's a shame, ma'am. It's a shame for you to go and be giving an account about Skapak to people who knows nothing about Skapak, to people that have never put in their dime. What happens to their own accounts? Morix, you've been collecting money. You had an all United Front meeting when you wanted to form Morix. Where did all that money go to? Where have you kept it? Where did you keep all those monies? Where? AGC, you've been collecting money forever. How many people have you accounted to? Is anyone above accountability? SCYA, where have you kept? Where are all these monies? Do Ambazonians not deserve to know where their monies have been going to? Why only the IG? Where did the IG go wrong? Are we your enemies? We are your brothers. We are your sisters. Why all this hate? IG this, IG that, IG morning, IG night. We are not perfect, but we do not expect you people to be the one to slam on us all the time. What we expected you to do was to unite with us and draw those strategies that will free Ambazonians. This struggle is about 8 million and more people. It is not about you, Ayabacho. It is not about you, Bohabe. It is not about you, Akwanga. It is not about me. It is not even about Siseku. It is not even about Dr. Common Sense. It is not about the acting president, Ikome Sako. It is not about him. It is about me and you and the rest of the 8 million Ambazonians. So don't make it your private property. Don't act like if it is not you, no one should lead. What is it with leadership? What is it? What is eating us up? It's like some of us we don't want to do anything. Our everything focuses on this struggle. Our source of income, our everything, paying our bills, taking care of our innermost responsibilities, focuses on this struggle. So if it does not go our way, we better destroy it for the rest of the people. But I'm telling you all, let me tell you, every single Ambazonian that has died so far in this revolution did not just die. So whatever thing you're doing, their blood keeps crying out loud. It keeps crying out loud. So don't feel or think that whatever thing you're doing today, you're going free, you'll go free with it. There will be a day of reckoning. There will be a day of reckoning. Yes, a very, very wonderful and blessed man that God packaged and gave to us, Mr. Tassan Wilfred. You people have not stopped at any point to deceive that innocent man. But I'm crying in my spirit that wherever he is today, he is alive to witness this moment. He is alive to witness this moment. All of you, I can't be more disappointed. I can't be more disappointed. I thought Ambazonians love themselves so much that we can go to any length to fight a common enemy. If you cannot fight for your brother when he's vulnerable, when can you fight for him? If you cannot fight for your sister when she is vulnerable, when can you fight for her? That is my question. From the day they got abducted, you people have been acting like you were waiting for this moment. And then hypocrites will write, free our leaders. The same leaders you never endorsed. The same leaders you've been addressed by calling their names. Calling them by names. And then we have one good drama king. Now he's the mighty drama man with numerous lies tellings. Look, thank your star that I really don't focus on people like you right now. Capo Daniel, I am warning you. This struggle, it's not for you. It is for the 8 million and more Ambazonians that have given their all for liberation. So as you go ahead with your manipulations, watch out. Karma is a bitch. Watch out. It is too much of you. You're getting out of hands. And I think it's high time people started telling you, I have called you behind the scene. I've spoken to you like a sister can talk to the brother. You said certain things I will not say here because I'm not childish. But I'm more disappointed you've just gone out of hands and you're doing the worst. You lied even about country coordinators. You lied about the conclave with no shame. Capo Daniel with not shame. Is that the best you can do? You told me your brother was one of those abducted. You are a big liar. Because if actually your brother was one of those abducted, you would not be behaving this way. Rather, you will fight for everyone to unite. So we fight a common enemy. For your brother's life to be secure. For your brother to come out from anywhere he is. You are not saying the truth. You have not even said your intentions in this revolution. But only time shall tell. Because people like you don't last. Lies telling do not last. There is always a day truth will overtake. You know what? Truth hurts the ears. And that is why some people always say, oh, don't say it. Because we Africans, we dwell in lies. We love to be lied to. That is who we are. We love to be lied to. We love sweet lies. That feels like truth, but it's not truth. What is wrong with you? You have become the biggest propagandist on the social media. You started so brilliantly. You started so good. And when your intentions were not achieved, you became wide on the media. And you're just behaving like someone that lost every direction. Call yourself back to order. Some of us have ignored your madness for so long. Not because we do not want to talk. But it's high time you started thinking of those innocent souls that are dying back home. That innocent woman that was born in her home. Some of you did not even realize that it was 3 women that were born in Kwakwa, not 1. Be careful. They also have children that cried. They have families that mourned. I saw her daughter cried. I don't know how you feel to come back and see your own mother in ashes. Be careful the things you do in this revolution. Because it might haunt you and your generation. Old men and women that do not want to be role models to their younger ones. Shame on you all. Shame on you. I am not afraid to call anyone's name. Because you know why? The shield of God that protects me is bigger than anything you can think of. All of you, they have read Fumiki, on a Fomunki, on a what? Dr. Liz, this one are the biggest. I don't even know. It will even interest people to know that even when this woman was a part of the government, she did not attend. She attended only 1 meeting, Cucu, I can confess to. Did she really come with good intentions? Some of you came into this IG like spies. But I am saying, anyone, even right now, each and any one of us that are members of that IG with no good intention, Holy Ghost fire. It will fire you. It will burn you so hard that you want to run out. You will not. You'll be the one to write, tender your resignation and run away. Because that place, it is too holy to be a part of it. I thank God for some of the people we have there. We have pastors, we have deacons. And I thank God for the acting AP, the acting president. He is a man of God. A man that is connected to God. So be careful the people you are contenting with. Be careful. All you evil minds. All you that want to use 8 million pure-minded people to achieve your goal and become the next Mugabe of Africa. Not in Ambazonia. It will not happen. We are not stupid. We are not foolish. That we've been quiet does not mean we are stupid. Yes. When this revolution started from the consortium, it was a breakthrough to most of you. Oh my God, this is a time to execute my plans. Because the way you believe, you have no good intentions for Ambazonians. You have nothing to show for. Nothing. All you want to do is to use us to achieve your goal. Some of us have become fugitives. Do you really think we care? We do not care because our #1 goal is to free Ambazonia no matter what happens. What is there in Cameroon to rejoice and go back there? Do you really think we care? We do not care. Our joy, what gives us happiness is that someday a suffering people will be free. and they will be free entirely. But if you think you want to use some of us, the use of Ambazonians, to achieve your old long-planned goal that you were not able to achieve for 36 or how many years, you lie, old men and old women. You lie. I said the other time that America has been a curse to this revolution. I'm not twisting my word. God has blessed a certain people in that country to fight for Ambazonians. But there are some that have done nothing. They have not stopped at any point to take us back to square one each time we try to fight. How do you feel to unite and form another platform when the world already knows about this IG? Shame on you all, old women in America that cannot think straight, that cannot advise their younger ones, that cannot gather the family, gather the men and advise them. Gather the youths of Ambazonians and encourage them about unity. If we do not learn to unite now, is it when we achieve our independence that we are going to unite? Oh, when oil, don't be for one nose, when all man want chop money for oil. Now that time we are going to unite, shame on una all. Some of us are not politicians, and we never intend to become one unless God directs our path to become one. But watch out, we are not foolish. We are fighting with our pure hearts. We don't have anything. We don't gain anything. We don't have private accounts where people give us money. The little contributions we make, we give back to where it's supposed to go with accounts. We make an account for it. Some of you are either the president and your wife is the accountant. You manage resources. And you don't want this struggle to end because you have become used to making money from the struggle. So you want us to remain in this position. So we will keep asking for money from people and then you achieve your goal. You know what? It is a lie. Ambazonians, if you like, allow yourselves to be fooled. Allow yourselves to be fooled. Allow yourselves to be fooled. For how long are we going to be fooled? For how long? For how long will you wear your caps, your thinking caps, and say, enough of this madness? For how long will you all stand up and tell your leaders, if you do not unite, we are done? We will not donate to you people anymore. This is the time or never. This is the moment or never. If we do not learn to unite our house, it is not when we achieve independence that we are going to unite. A leader will come out to the public and tell the people not to donate to the IG, that the IG, Jesus Christ, that our account has been hacked whether by La Republique and they have access to it. Shame. You would have used another way to convince the people. We all have our market to sell. Your own might be granite and my own might be crayfish. The way we put our markets out there is what attracts the people. Papa, package your market fine, make it sell for you. You don't need to slam on a sister or a brother or slam on another platform for you to sell. It's a shame. Is that the kind of leader, Ambazonians, you want to have? Is that the kind of manipulative leaders you want to have? People that will manipulate your mind, your soul, your everything. People that you cannot trust in a second. Is that the kind of leader you want to have? I am ashamed. In one point in my life, I thought these people were all reasonable. Cucu, I gave my money. I even have the right to tell them, come on an account or give back my money. It's my money. I worked for it. But you know what? I don't have time to go back to the past. I have learned my lesson. And I know where I pay my allegiance to. And I know why. But I will not condemn another person and say, don't donate to that person. Like I said, we all have our market to sell. Your own might be granite and my own might be crayfish. All we need is packaging. Package your own. Let me package my own. Do not slap my own. Do not condemn. It shows weakness. It shows that you are not man enough. Package your granite, man. Package my crayfish. Crayfish, whichever that favors the people, they go for it. If you should come out to humiliate me to make your own market sell, it just shows that you are not man enough. That is it. 11th February was coming. People could not even sensitize more about 11th February. Now nonsense say whether na reboot or not rebooting. And they find a system where they go reboot and they see them. I think you need to reboot yourselves because you just put yourselves in a hold. So now it's high time you do something about that. But you see this IG has come to stay because it's God's ordained. This IG has come to stay because it's the people's choice. Because Ground Zero that is suffering the most made acknowledgement of them since on the 22nd of September. They came out in their masses to pay their respect and their respect for Ambazonia. So not even me and you, not even me leaving that IG is going to crush it. Never. It will go forward. But I'm crying about the innocent souls that have been abducted, that trusted some of you and thought they could walk with some of you. They brought spies in the house thinking they brought people. When they called you for the appointment, why didn't you turn it down and say, I'm not interested? Why accept and come in and within 3 weeks you're out? Are you not a spy? Or you thought that was going to crumble the IG and go ahead with your plans? Shame on you all. The IG have really come to stay. When your heart is pure, nobody can break you down. When your heart is pure, when your hands are clean, they can only fight, but they cannot destroy you. The same people that are supposed to come out, great voices, great Amber fathers and mother, and cry out loud to the world to hear that their leaders have been abducted, to question Nigerian government, to fight the Republic du Cameroon. They are fighting an IG that is still growing like a baby, looking for breast milk to feed from. Yes, we are babies. We did not plan for this. It fell on us, and we are all in a learning process. We are not perfect. But if you think your condemnations are the best way to strengthen us, you think to slam on us all the time is the best way to unite and work with us, go ahead. God will slam on you. Ground zero are the ones suffering. Some of you in this revolution, nothing has hit you. You don't even know what it means to feel the pain. You don't even donate. All you do is to rant all over social media. You don't even know what it means giving $10 in the end of the month. Some are not only donating, but they are feeling the pain. Their properties have been destroyed. Their homes, everything. Their families, they have lost loved ones. Yet, they are still standing strong. Because if you actually was feeling the pain, you will not go ahead and be doing all those things you're doing. Diasporans, what is wrong with us? Why are we betraying the people? Why are we betraying Down Zero that have given their all for this revolution? Yes, it is us all here in the diaspora that are the problem. The innocent boys, they have taken the bullet until they felt like it's high time we do everything possible to put a stop to this. What do we do? What do we do? We only unite and conspire. Gossip waiting for the revolution. Mommy them, papa them, old men, old woman, youths, gossip, conspiracy. They just shit down. The one will call you, hey mama, you don't hear, say, hey, what is the meaning of all this? And what is the meaning of all this? Are we the first to be in a revolution? We are not the first and will not be the last. We need to become mature. For the past 1 year and how many months, I thought by now we'll be very mature in this revolution that nothing can break us. But some of us run helter-skelter like lost souls, looking for who to gossip with. Take that time and fund Ground Zero. Take that time and sensitize the world about our revolution. Take that time and go to Twitter and tweet. Take that time and put up a post on Facebook and tag as many people as possible. I mean a constructive one. Not insults here and there. Not sabotage here and there. Not blackmails here and there. It will not help us. What kind of country are we fighting to build, Ambazonians? What kind of nation? When we cannot correct our mistakes now. So if they give us independence now, what do we do? Is this how we'll go about fighting? Is this how Group A will be fighting against Group B? How can the international world even take us serious? When a leader will come out and say, we do not have any government yet, we do not have any leader yet. Are you serious? Shame on you. Shame on you. I only pray that your urge for power do not destroy you. Because this is how many people end up. I pray that your urge for power do not put you where you are not supposed to be. Because no matter what, I still love you all as Ambazonians. And I only pray that God should speak into your ears for you to listen to the voice of God and change from your evil ways. If you do not approve of something, do not condemn it. Allow those that support it to go ahead and support it. Focus on your own self. That is what you should be doing. If you do not approve of the IG, if you do not approve of the acting president Samuel Sako Ikome, then stay quiet. No one is forcing you to. Preach whatever you want to preach. Let the IG be. They have taken more than enough bullets for you people. You came out, you make claims of whatever you make claims. Now it has been labeled on the IG. Now the IG is taking the bullet for it. Let us be, Mr. Man. Where did you emerge from? You made yourself a leader. No one elected you. Did we disown you? We still welcomed you. You made yourself a leader. So what makes you think another person cannot emerge to be a leader? Did anyone elect you as a leader? You call yourself a defense man. Did you go to any training before? We still accepted you. We still trusted you. We still sensitized about you. I used to sensitize about you. I used to raise funds for you. Did you give me any reason to do that? I just believed in you, and I believed in every freedom fighter. That is how you should believe in your brothers that have come out to fight for the people also. You are not the master planner of all games. You are not better than every Ambazonian. You don't know it all. I am ashamed of all of you. I am ashamed of you all power mongers. I am ashamed of you all that have taken this revolution as a platform to build your own private homes. It's a shame. And for you, Madam Harriet, the way you act, it makes me feel like there was really something you were all benefiting from that scapac, and it's been a slap on your face, and you cannot let go of it. You cannot just deal with the hurt. You will go on and on and on talking about it. When Alex Bianda talk today, tomorrow you emerge. What is even wrong with you guys? What is even wrong with you guys? Even you women that are supposed to gather and unite the house. What is wrong with you guys? We have begged for unity. We have preached. It's because he said to stretch his arms to bring in everyone. He wanted an all-inclusive government. That is what landed him into this mess. My dear, the Bible says we should flee away from the enemy. God is not stupid. If someone does not love you genuinely, do not fool yourself. Love is never bought. You cannot work for people to love you. You cannot buy love with money. If someone, even as we are living our normal lives, if you have a friend that do not support you over anything, go far away from that friend. He or she will not stop at any point to destroy you. Go away from that person. Love is never forced. It's natural. Anyone that wants to love you will love you naturally. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need to work for it. It flows. It's just a natural bond. He stretched his arms. He brought in people because he wanted an all-inclusive government. But this is where he found himself. But you know what? It will not kill him. It cannot break him. It has only made him stronger. And same thing to Mr. Tassan Wilfred. Those are people I respect from my heart. They will be my hero forever, no matter what happens. But all I'm praying is they will all learn their lessons wherever they are. These are the strong leaders we have. These are the leaders that we're supposed to be fighting to know where 12 of our very intelligent, brave, and smart leaders are. No. All the time they have is to sit and conspire against a group of people. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you, old men and women that cannot educate the younger ones, that cannot teach us what love is. And I see some so-called activists. They think because they have a platform where they can talk to 10,000 people at once, they have arrived. Nobody knows what tomorrow has to offer for us. Go ahead with your propaganda. Be the kings and queens of propaganda. Deceive Southern Cameroonians. Go ahead. There is time for everything. Only time shall tell. I'm watching, and many other Ambazonians are observing. Go ahead. Only time shall tell. That same platform that you think you have followers, I expected you all to use that platform and encourage unity. People never get tired to preach about love. That is one thing I believe that all you strong activists on the social media should have been doing. No, you use it to propagate who you love in a very cunning way. You would twist your messages and you think you're talking to fools, Ambazonians that do not reason. We are smart, very smart. It's just that we choose not to talk at certain times. That you have 10,000 followers do not make you great. Yes, Only time shall tell. Only time shall tell. And for you, Capo Daniel, if you like, put 1001 videos of Reboot. That is what you're good at. Propaganda. Go ahead and propagate. One day, only you go use your own mop. Confess to what IG do you. That thing that you were expecting the IG to do for you, that they did not do, that made you grow wild, you will confess it. When you went to the conclave and came back, you said a whole lot of beautiful things about the conclave. What changed? Oh, if they really want to look at who is really deceiving the people, don't you think you should be the one to tell the people A today and tomorrow you come back and tell them B? You came back from the conclave. Go back and watch your videos. You told them beautiful things. And today, you are against that same conclave. Today, you are lying how it is people that were able to donate 2,000 that went for conclave. Shame on you, Capo Daniel. You are so cheap to have been bought with penny. How much did they give you to betray Jesus? How much? How much did they give you to betray the IG? Shame on you. You came from the conclave. I think Ambazonians should even hold you accountable for lying to them. You came to the conclave. You said beautiful things. Oh, people that were against. Oh, you even said that people were just saying things that were not true. You were at the conclave. Though there was some misunderstanding, things went this way. Everything went fine. And today, you are against that same conclave that you said beautiful things about. You are the biggest liar I've come across. Big time liar. Because I am sorry to tell you this. I have been a country coordinator. And I was one of those that were supposed to attend that conclave. But because of reasons, we had to appoint 2 people that went. And if you say it was only those that were able to give 2,000, big lies. Big lies. Only those that letters were sent to. But if you cannot go, you sent a representative. And that was why you, Capo Daniel, went. You went as a representative because you were not the country coordinator and you are not still the country coordinator. So if it was all a conspiracy about certain people, why did you go? Why were you sent to go? Why didn't your coordinator that you claim were handpicked by certain people, why didn't the person go? Why do you tell blatant lies with no shame to Ambazonians? You are just deceiving the people in this revolution because you want what you want to sell at that time. You will do terrible things and say terrible things. I am afraid of some of you. I'm telling you, you can kill for power. I am afraid of some of you. We are not only afraid of La Republique. I am more afraid of some of you Ambazonians. Because the way your tongues are sugar-coated, snake better pass una. Snake will be deceived if it better pass some of una. It's a shame. If people were handpicked, why did your coordinator not go since he was handpicked? Why did he allow you, Capo Daniel, that was not handpicked, to go? Is that no questions Ambazonians should be asking? I have been piling all this to come out for you. I did not really want to focus to you, but the day I will take my time for you, Ambazonians will know you better. You remember what you told me? Stop the lies, stop the lie telling. I was a coordinator and I did not go. We sent representatives from Scandinavia. I was supposed to be there. Why did I not go? Since we were all handpicked. We started the movement here. I was elected by my own people in Denmark. At that time, I was not even communicating with the governing council. I was doing my thing, my one-man show. Why are you telling lies? Shame on you. I pity the innocent Ambazonians that will even follow you. I don't even those that are commenting against, my brothers, don't waste your time to comment on things like that. Because there will always be people like this. There will always be people like this. It's a shame. I thought you would change with time, but you're only getting worse. Worse. You cannot have a brother that has been abducted and is one of those that were abducted, and you're acting like this. So how have you helped your brother to be located? How have you helped him? Capo, have you gone out to protest? I saw South Africans out there. I have seen people. I have not seen you in China out there to protest. I have seen people, Germany, all over protesting. I have not seen you to protest for your brother to come out. Even if you cannot protest for Seseku. You claim you love them, yet you cannot fight for them. You claim you love them, yet you are projecting people that are conspiring against them. You claim you love Tassan, but you cannot fight for Tassan. You are sitting with people that are conspiring against them. Shame on you. Shame. Ambazonian struggle don't come for all man for ton, celebrity, blogger, activist, everything. Any man will not be the fish show itself. Time don't reach for show yourself. Talk anyhow. I not blame you now. Blame na poor we pull for the condition. Who will the fight for Komodo? We not blame no man. We blame na la Republic government. If they didn't do what they did to us, what's some of them will come over can talk blah blah blah. Even Mrs. Semusa will come over can make live video. Yeah. What's that will come up? So we not blame na beyond government. We pull for the kind of situation where any man video come up or who can talk trash about Saudi Cameroon's revolution, as if we are the first to get into a revolution. Any man they rant him up anyhow. The time you will take to encourage people, sensitize them, encourage ground zero, support the one mommy the way they, you know what it means about come for people their village, burn their properties they up, burn their house they up, they become hopeless. Look at what man you have become. Look at Kwakwa, look at Bole. Some of us have relatives in those places. Yet to come out and talk trash. Master, una the 4 man in hand, eh? Una the 4 man in hand. Una the 2 make man shame. This is not really, I don't know whether it's a revolution or a game. What is all this manipulation for? Why are you manipulating your own brothers? Why? It's a shame. Crave for unity and not disunity. You were projecting reboot. I thought after reboot, by now, today we'll be in Saudi Cameroon. I thought after reboot, by now, every colonial officer don't leave Saudi Cameroon. Shame on you all. And they still wait for a better outcome. The defense. Some were saying it's all about uniting all the defense forces together. Sure, I read resolution, nothing of that sort. You claim you have all come together, but your resources, your money, all una account they still be separated. Greedy men. Una the fool una self. Truth never hides. If una want proof Ambazonian wrong, AGC, take your money. SCYA, take your money. Pabo, we don't hold it also since. Una take her on, una join her for one place. Una join her for one place. That go no say no. That love, the unity there among una, we go humble. But until then, we are observing you people. Our eyes are on you. As you crave to destroy this revolution and destroy the people of Ambazonia, our eyes are on you. History book the rights. We are watching. People do not unite without uniting money. When you want to unite, you unite everything. Just the way the IG the function with one account. That's why one more two una function. Una pull una money off of one place. If una not bring una money off of one place now, then una be fake people there all. Una they just fake because una want deceive Ambazonians. More una unite, more una achieve una goal. Lie, una pull una money. Me, pa bo habe take your account, join away about to fear quite no ever happen. I don't waste una time. Pa bo take your money, Morris money, join away about your own with the SCY Akwanga. Mama, me na be say Jesus don't calm down. It not go happen no Ambassador and no waste time. Until then, I dey wait for Siam. If we never unite una resources together, then it's all fake. Fake people, fake women, fake men. They will come and write sympathetic words on social media as if their souls are burning for the revolution. We know the real fighters, man. It does not hide. There is something about life. You cannot really fake certain things because your actions, they speak louder than words. People that have a heart in the revolution, when they do things, you see it. When you see their passion, the way it's burning for the revolution, you can feel it, you can connect. Not liars. You think it's about writing, putting hashtag 101 hashtag. You're fooling yourself, not Ambazonians. And someday you will sit and ask yourself, what was I really doing? Really? What was I really doing? I share for una all. Una the come out, the just the BS the revolution on to one a celebrity show where any man they exercise the energy. Cucu don't know. What is really all this? What is really all this? All man the act, we don't turn like we just act like animals them on social media. If Merino the fight John, the one the fight the one the coach the one. Una face all that coach the change something for some people. Look, I Jesus say. Look, I really understand saying no revolution don't be easy. None has been easy. Or maybe not because The other ones that really be on social media. I don't know. Una help me, oh. Because they were honor. Now today Nigerians are the laugh with. I hear some mommy make some video where the audio, where they talk about how we'll be too low, would they bring all our strategies on Facebook. Some guy to be the guy the really vexed, a Nigerian guy. I was ashamed. We can think they were blabbing, but those were facts. Every of our life there on social media. Everyone life. Before one even execute an action in them on social media. Before one even take plan one in them on social media. Before one even knock on the door. We already knock the door on social media. Now wait, now we will start revolution before. Biafrans, they get their own for there, they do their waiting. Their leader be there for there. No, not to wait it happen. We never even concern we. We're on the whole way, no. Even Chinese man, they tell you so you want to do before tomorrow. Chinese man, they tell you say, here say, una want to do one before even the day una do one. Na bad luck. Una go do one small thing safe in every whole water when they don't kill 200 Ambazonians. They make who get how many thousand refugees. Then you go take you go do one small thing so you can't put a it on billboard for you take that billboard, you put them on social media. All that one for wishing. It's so childish. Good market is selling itself. Good market sells for itself. Wait till all this advert. Now wait till. Now when I start to struggle before. Only for deceive people. So what thing will happen? 5 people they will take responsibility. Sure. I don't know now who do one. I don't even know who do one again. So when I see why unity be important now. Because if we unite, no man no even bother will take claim. All of us Ambazonians they go not say our defend don't do that one. Our defense team don't defend itself. And we go give them respect, we go support them. But because say A defend it, B defend it, C defend it, any man want fight, men I market say. Then would they just misbehave? Would they just misbehave upon doing that? They will get some power, they will know. They don't decide for no growth. So once they call it say on a Pascal Kikida or the Tewure, Mama mia. God help Ambazonia. Sometimes I used to ask, do they have wives? Do they have kids? Are those wives saying all these things? Are the shame? Oh, are the shame? I'm not really here to talk down on anyone, but trust me, we need for change. We are the most childish people I've seen when it comes to a revolution. I'm so ashamed. Tomorrow 11 February happened where would you me? I no one know. I no one know. All man don't talk saying me I no pass. Now who they ask you a question? If you know, then why tell me? Just keep on within you. Just keep on. Our leaders never play on even know. When they find me they come out, when they do only implicate in the relationship, so not one me they come out. Because when they do not only things they will implicate their lives more. Innocent people. Innocent people. What are your objectives of doing all that? What are your objectives? If they are not negative. Look, let me tell you guys something. No matter how I disagree with any Ambazonian, if La Republic lays a hand on you, it not go easy for them. I not go lock my mouth. I not get power for fights. I not get gun. I not get nothing. But my mouth will not close. It will not cover. Why? Because you are my brother. You are my sister. But una people never play on even know. One in Nigeria they still there. One in Cameroon no. Chiroma the lie on. Nigeria government don't turn deaf and dumb. Mama me they don't turn the highest deaf and dumb. They need talk. Almighty Nigeria don't turn deaf and dumb. Almighty Nigeria don't turn deaf and dumb. They need talk. Buhari, deaf and dumb. What are the ear way the hot don't affect even mop. And all man for a government no and not understand me. Who never even know our head and tail about our leaders. Who they fight, the IG they fight with good lawyers the way they don't put in place actions. The best you can do is to sensitize you on the social media. Not for the fight for power. The best you can do, leaders, is to rally up and draft the way forward. Not for the conspire against IG. We did not tell you people we know it all. We have never been a nation. We are fighting hard. And it won't come for we as a government. Now revolution, not the country. Oh. It is different to have a country, a state that is already functioning as a state. And it's also different to have a government in a revolution. Those are two different things. And the way you people want us to function, my dear, it cannot go like that. This is a revolution. Everything cannot be out there. You do not expect us to come and tell you people A and B of everything we do. This is a revolution, not a nation already. And even if we are a state already functioning as a state, we cannot, country gets more privacy, no. Ambazonians now be first people for democracy. Now be first people never know about democracy. Even as democratic as America be, everything they can for public. Everything. They can't tell una for public, or even how democratic where UK be, or this Western where everything government not get no privacy. Which kind of democracy una they crave for? And how much of 100% democracy una want in a revolution? How? And because of all that way, we will be able to accept some certain people the way they be emerge as leaders. Because if you're able to do it, then do it. We support you. Do it. We support you. It must not remain on the shoulder of particular people. However, as we are doing it, we should learn to support one another. Not be person A go, they do the one. Person B one do it. Only Tommy slam person B. Say, no, na me I be the best. Nobody is the best here. We are all learners. We did not plan for this. We did not draft it before it came. It came like a joke. From the teachers to the lawyers, and then consortium, and then diaspora, and then SCACUF, and then governing council, and then the IG. It has been progressing. We are not failing. We are not failures. We are not failing. And that is why we should all unite and encourage one another, that we are not where we used to be before. There have been great improvements. We are not where we used to be before. All this drama, all the acts, it is not helping us. It is not helping us in any way. Rather, not like we have not gone anywhere, but I think we would have been better off, far away than where we are today. Some people are taking us for a joke. Some people are taking us for a joke. Even with diplomacy, person will not say, he get ambassador for a locality. Person will not say, he get this one, even country coordinator. One man will come out, go here with parliament, maybe ambassador with other things that already go there. Una they go confused on ourselves why people don't function like that. If you do not work uniformly, they look at you like clowns. So it does not only end on defense. It goes to with diplomacy. So if you think you're doing things to counteract the IG, you are counteracting the entire Ambazonians. You are counteracting every Ambazonian, and you're leaving us at this point that we are. It is all about greed. Where is love? Where is love? Where is love that is going to be ahead of all these things? Where is that unity that we had as per December 2016 and all that? Where is that love? Where is that love that made the aspirants to come into the revolution and take it to another level? Where is it? Rather, I am thinking since we came into this revolution, it's been a curse all over. Because the things we've been doing, I'm telling you, I just thank God for Ground Zero and how determined they have made up themselves. How determined they are to take this thing to another level. Because with our actions, it has only discouraged them. Discouraged them from every angle. You all do not understand what it means to lose a single soul in your family. If you understood, you will not be doing what you're doing. You will stand with Ground Zero, unite ourselves in this diaspora, and work with those innocent souls back home that are taking the bullets for us. Not fight over trivial issues, things that do not even make sense. Money this, money that, account here, account that. Accountability end only for IG, not end for IG. It is a responsibility for everyone. Not only groups, every individual that has been collecting money in this revolution. It is a responsibility, it is a duty for you to account to the people. It is a duty. It's not even something they should ask you. When you're transparent, you are not to be asked. You come out and say, where the money wanna begin with? Now so do more as to be doing for more life. You tell the people and show them receipts. You don't just sit on it until they are asking. They are not even supposed to ask. That is what true leaders do. And then you don't realize not only IG get the responsibility to account to the people. Not only IG don't collect money. All of you, groups, individuals, everybody that's been collecting money, account for it. As Madam Harriet don't start the accountability matter again, we will continue accountability. Account for it. Go ahead. Put your accounts out there. Skapak was audited. Me una audit una onto. Una bring neutral people to audit those accounts. And tell us how every kobo, how every dime has been spent. Not only IG. Not only IG. The IG is there taking care of every responsibility, refugees, everything. What are you also doing? What are the other groups doing with their own monies? Still, everyone is on the neck of on the IG's neck. IG morning, IG night, IG. Jesus Christ. I thought even with the abduction of our leaders, IG will have a break. So we can focus. Now we are not only fighting, we are just fighting every angle. We are not only fighting La Republic, we are fighting Nigerian government. And then Ambazonians that are supposed to encourage us are also fighting us. Is that not a shame? Is that not a shame? We are fighting La Republic, small 8 million people who defied how many people? Who defied Nigeria with almost 186 million people. Who defied La Republic with how many people? Then us Ambazonians are still fighting ourselves. Come on, guys, think about it. Think about it. It's not fair. We are not being fair on ourselves. Let the IG have a break so we can think straight. It's not been an easy time for us. Losing 12 people. Look, it's not like we do not have replacement. The IG is blessed. But every life matter here. Whether we have the best of the best, every life matter. Nobody should be ignored. Before you go ahead and fight, remember not only the 12 that have been abducted. There is still Mancho BBC. There is still Penterens. We have many people still in that jail that we have to fight for. So as you go ahead and fight, putting another government or whatever you call it in place, think of those souls in jail. Think of those souls in jail. Don't only think about yourselves. Think about those people that have been displaced, that have all become refugees in Nigeria. Think of them. Think of them. Think about all those people in Bole, Kwakwa, whose properties have been destroyed and they have been rendered homeless. Think of them. Think about the people at Mbwe County that have been suffering since the start of this revolution. Think of them. Think about the Manu people that almost more than half of their population have been deserted from their own hometown, from their own homes. They are refugees. How do you think they feel? How do you think they feel? We are here in our homes in the diaspora. We eat, we drink, we go to work, we go to school. If we really have feelings for these people, we will not be acting like this. Rather, we'll keep away pride. We'll take away our egos and humble ourselves and work together to take this struggle to the highest level that it deserves to be. Not fight among one another and speak big grammar. It's not time for big grammar. Not be time for big talk this. Not be time for big language. We need to stay for Fiango. We all kind of big talk day. Not a big talk revolution this. A revolution for action. Be it diplomacy or defense. Action. Not for big talk. Not for deceive people. Not for propaganda. Not for blackmail. Not for sabotage. We have a common goal. Why don't we unite and fight for it? Why don't we unite and fight that common enemy? Why fight against our own selves? When we have more than, how many people are fighting us already? How many? Even the international bodies are all fighting us. They are against us. And then, as we small so, when only unity be our number one weapon, we still fight ourselves. The house is divided so here and there. Any man say they support na the one say they support na the one. Look, I did not look I did laugh. I did laugh. God don't bless, we give us a very great package. But some of us will go use our own hands and will scatter them all, destroy them. But like Siseku always said, this trouble is above one person. Not even him. No, the acting president, His Excellency, Sako Ikome, not me or any member of the IG or any member of those groups or any other leader can stop this revolution. Because this is the people's plight. God chose this moment and you cannot stop it. When you sit and think of how this whole thing started, you should know that God's hands is strongly in this revolution and you cannot toy with it. You cannot toy with it. Whatever you do today will come back at you. Whatever you do today will come back at you, definitely. So be careful what you do. All the leaders in this revolution. It is time we fasten our seat belt. It is time we stand up and say we are one people. Let us fight. Let us fight. Look at how 11 February passed. Our people are respecting our call. They are doing their best to see that they're just putting in their best. And then us that have nothing, just to sensitize and fund the revolution, would they act like wild animals then? Only hate, envy, frustration. You cannot support a sister. You cannot support a brother. As long as that idea does not come from you, it does not make sense. Unless it comes from you, Almighty you. Almighty you that started this revolution. Where were you when the lawyers and teachers started? Where were you? Why didn't you start it? Why? Where were you when the lawyers, teachers, and students took over, the youth students and all that? Where were you? Why do you want to take responsibility over something you know nothing about? You were hiding in your homes in the diaspora. You know, if you don't struggle, they will go start the team down there. Other people don't start and sacrifice their life, everything, run away, go jail. You can't take and turn your business. If you not stop it, if you not stop, God the watch on all. God the watch on all. God the watch on all. That is a man that ran away from Cameroon for how many months? He was hiding in bushes. Found himself in Nigeria. He has been hiding. Look at where he is today. Look at where he is today. Just because of certain people, it is very evident that we sold ourselves. Our hate, our level of hate among us, we sold ourselves to the enemy. There is always an insider that executes the plan. There is always an insider that gives a first-hand information. But you know what? Only time shall tell. Because all of you, the culprits, must be apprehended. Our president have spoken, and so shall it be. Do not think the IG ignored. Even when everyone was ranting, you people should understand that certain situations are very sensitive and they must be well managed. He came out on time. He does not come out because people are expecting. We come out because we have a plan. We come out when we are ready. Everything is on board. Only time shall tell. All of you, the culprits, you'll be apprehended. Do not think you sold Cucu and Tasang and the rest for nothing. They will come out. They will come out. Only time shall tell. I pity that poor man. That man that did everything to free himself and go hide and fight for Ambazonians. But your wickedness still sold him out to the enemy. Cucu abandoned his life. A man that has been made already. Some of you should go and read his profile and know who he is. He did not come into this struggle to eat money. He is made already. He came to fight so Ambazonian can be free. Today, where is he? The same people, the same you Ambazonians, sold your own people out. Because let me tell you, no enemy penetrates the house without an insider in the house giving a first-hand information. We are not accusing anyone here, but time shall tell. Look at Naloa. How old is Naloa that gave her all into this revolution? Abandoned her kids, ran away. Ran away. She had to enter into the in short, I really don't want to be saying all these things because it is really tearing me apart. Where is she today? Do you know what it means for a woman to be in jail? For a woman to be in jail? We don't even know where she is. Among wicked men, she is a woman. Her situation is different. Think about all those people. Think about all have been your sister. Think about it before you fight for power. Think about the fact that Tassan could have been your husband. Think about the fact that Siseku could have been your husband, your father. Think about the fact that Mancho Bibixi could have been your brother, the breadwinner of his family. Think about the fact that Penterence could have been your brother, your husband. Before you continue ranting on the social media, discrediting other people to sell yourself when you have nothing to offer to Ambazonia. We know you all. We know you all. You can only try, but you cannot succeed. Think about the fact that people like Barrister Eyambe and the rest, Fidelis Nde, all of them, they have families. These are people whose lives have been made. These are people that Ambazonia is blessed to have. Intellectuals, doctors, professors. Do you realize the kind of people that have been abducted from us? Do you really realize? It's not like every other life does not matter. But we have people that we do not deserve to lose. These are brains that Ambazonia is blessed to have. That even if we have our nation today, those brains will help to restructure Ambazonia. The enemy is fighting so hard to destroy us. And we are the ones selling ourselves outside. Do not think the IG is stupid. It is one step after another. You might think you're free today, you might not be free tomorrow. Only time shall tell. The cry of those innocent people, their voices are crying out loud, and God is listening. God is listening. Only time shall tell. Do not think you're free. Do not think you're safe. Only time shall tell. Some of you came out the next day after the situation, ranting on the media. We know them. We know who sell them. Why you not bring proof? Noise makers. That's why I cause confusion all side only because they when I want to talk. So phone shall come on for day. Make video. I don't know what I was saying to come out to say the wrong, the sweat is a motor. I don't understand. Like, is there something really wrong with us? So you even knew the person that did it, yet you are acting like that. You won't submit the truth with proof. You never go catch that person for selling prominent people in Ambazonia. Now wow. And they really beg some of us that has given our all into this revolution that we should not stop at this point. We should not stop. The revolution needs support. It needs sensitization. It needs money, financial support. We need to not stop to sensitize. We need to go there, go out there. Look, if Facebook is becoming a boring place for you, Twitter is there, it's more mature. Tweet about these situations. Put those horrible pictures for the world to see. Look, it can only take time, but someday they will speak. Because if you realize, after the abduction of our leaders, the world has begun to talk about this revolution more than ever. They were acting as if they did not even know what was happening. But when our leaders got abducted, they had no choice but to talk about it. Yes, media houses has been talking about it. So whatever little thing you do is not just being ignored. You think you are just doing it. It is something to this struggle. Whether you go out there to the street, whether you tweet, whether you write on Facebook, whether you even share a post, whether you even like, whether you even comment intelligently, it is something. No effort is ignored. Keep doing what you're doing. Do not allow people to deceive you. Be reasonable. Think before you execute any action. Think before you come into any decision. Do not allow yourself to be fooled by some power mongers or hungry Ambazonians. Do not. Please, Ambazonians, do not. Reboot don't pass. I think we can all focus. And please, let this be a stop to talk about it. Let us move forward. For the rest of you Ambazonians that believes in this IG, that you asked and it was put in place, please support the IG. If you have your ideas, channel it to the IG. We do not know it all. We do not know it all. We are learning. We are growing. But putting in our best. We have an acting president that God has given to us. A God-fearing man, a humble man that is willing, that is ready to relate to each and every one of us Ambazonians. If you have your ideas, please channel it to the IG. We are open. We are open to receive every idea from every angle. This is the time. We need to take this struggle to another height. We need to fight like never before. Please, ignore every negativity. Let those that believe in this revolution unite and fight. Believe in what you believe in without slamming others. Let the IG have a break. Let the IG have a break, please. We are not perfect, but you can advise us with love and care. You can advise us with understanding, with love, to understand that we are not perfect, we are learning. However, it is a huge sacrifice. If Sekos were not leaders, they wouldn't have been abducted. You don't know what it means to be a leader. You think it's all about bearing the name? It takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice. Your life, your family, your everything. So before you slam on people, also think that their lives are on the lifeline for you to be free. Before you did crucify, you did hate, you did curse. Also remember, so those people that they sacrifice their all for you to be free. If they could not be sacrificing all for you today, freedom not will be taken away. Same thing Tasang, same thing Naloa, same thing Barrister Ayambe, same thing Fidelis, and all of them that got abducted. Same thing Mancho Bibixi, Penterex, and all our brothers in jail. Some of you cannot even show your faces. But if you cannot show your faces, support with love. Support with love and not hate. Stop discouraging people. This is our time. We might never have this time again. God has chosen this time. It's not by chance. It is destined to be. It is not by chance. We did not plan for it. It just came. It fell on our doorsteps and we embraced it. Please, we are not perfect. I am begging you all Ambazonians. This IG is not perfect. But we need your love and understanding. Your advice for us to grow bigger and stronger. Not hate, not conspiracy. Not every little effort to slam us. Not every little effort to discredit us. It will not help us. If this IG is destroyed today, trust me, this struggle might just begun. Because the international bodies already knows about this IG. So be careful what you do. You might think you're destroying the IG, but you might just be destroying 8 million people that are craving for freedom. Oh yes, you might just be destroying 8 million Ambazonians craving for freedom. Please, Ambazonians, I'm begging on you all. Do your part and let me do my part. But in all this, let us focus on a common enemy. Leaders, stop slamming on other leaders. Do your part. If you do not wish to unite, do your own little share. Package your market, sell them as if you sell them. Not condemn my own for say your own. And for you all, please, that was told about credit cards being hacked or whatsoever, my dear, it is a lie. Your credit cards are secured. Every information that you give with regards to your donation, and come to think of it, you must not use your real names. Everything is secured. That website is so secure. That is not true. When somebody says something, ask for proofs. Ambazonians, we should learn to ask for proofs. And before we go ahead slamming people with no proofs, we crucify people. Remember that we fought and we are still fighting for our common law that says innocent until proven guilty. Do not preach one thing and practice another. Be an exemplary person. Do not be a hypocrite that will see white and call it blue. You call it white only when it favors you. If we are on the neck of La Republique to do the rightful thing, you start by doing the rightful thing. We are practicing common law that says innocent until proven guilty. So every Ambazonian is innocent until there are proofs that you committed that crime. So give people a break. Give people a break. If you do not believe in something, do not preach it. If you cannot practice something, do not preach it. Yes, we practice the common law. So act accordingly. Act according to the law you practice. Do not preach one thing and do another thing. I'm speaking to us all Ambazonians, because the way I'm seeing our actions, many of us are hypocrites. We cannot even practice what we preach. We talk about love, that we've been marginalized for many years. No love, nothing. But the way we also hate ourselves, it's scary. The manner of hate that is existing between us is scary. Like I said before, some of us are not only afraid of La Republique, but we are afraid of our own brothers more. I will say it all the time and spell it out the way it is. Until we change. Until Ambazonians change and become a better people, to make sure that before we finally achieve our land, we are a great people. We are a great people. We must remain a great people. I keep asking myself that if independence is granted, if we today go back to Ambazonia as our nation, how are we going to live? Is it with this manner of hate? Is it with this manner of disagreement? Is it with this manner of conspiracy, blackmail, sabotage? That you cannot even support a brother with a brilliant idea because it did not come from you or someone that you support? I am afraid. I am afraid. If we do not start fighting these things now, learn how to manage them. It might only destroy us. Please, my brothers and sisters, I do not hate anyone. My greatest prayer is for love to exist among us. However, we cannot ignore certain things. We cannot ignore certain people with bad intentions that we all see with our own eyes. The handwritings are boldly written on our walls for us to read. We cannot ignore. Sometimes I used to say, this revolution is a blessing, because maybe if we were just granted freedom without this revolution, we wouldn't have understood who is who in Ambazonia. So maybe this was good. This is good. And some of these actions, God just keep allowing them for a purpose. God keeps allowing them for a purpose. This revolution is not a celebrity show. It is not an entertainment industry. It is real. It is hard on us and it is real. The pain is real. The suffering is real. The anguish is real. Let's get real into real business. We should stop all these childish behaviors on the social media. We are better off than this. And we are better off united. Thank you all, everyone that has been a part of this platform today. And for all of you that believes in this government, I pray that God continue to grant you wisdom so your eyes can open widely to see what the government has to offer for you. Stay resolute. Stay stronger than before. Support in the little best way you can, whether financially, whatever thing you have to do. And please, as we do that, we should not ignore our brothers or forget our brothers in jail. We've even come to a point in this revolution that even when Mancho, Bibix, and the rest are taken to court, we do not even remember. There is no accurate sensitization about that to support them on the media. How do you think they feel that they got in that place in the first place because of us? How do you think they feel, Southern Cameroonians? Please, please, let us focus on the rightful thing. Reboot distraction don't come, it don't go. I beg. This is the time. 11th February came and it's gone. So we should focus on other bigger things that lies ahead of us, which is taking Ambazonians to Boya. Thank you all for being a part of this platform. I am not perfect. I am not perfect. I'm not the best. But I'm just begging that if all of us can bring our ideas together and unite, we will be a better people. Thank you, Ambazonians, and I look forward to see you all some other day. May God continue to bless our struggle and bless you all.